Preface. While writing this book, I have always tried to keep you, the listener, in mind. I think of how lost I felt when I first started in sales with no one to help me prospect. I remember one day I had to go to the Anaheim Convention Center and go booth to booth asking for the vice president of marketing. We were selling small trade shows and conferences and were looking for companies that would rent a 6-foot table for a day. We figured if they spend the big bucks at these major shows, they probably had some extra money to do local follow-up shows. I got there at 10 o'clock a.m., walked up to the first booth, turned around, went and had a cup of coffee. Liquid courage. At 11 o'clock a.m., went to a booth, asked for the VP of marketing. I was told he was not in yet. Went to the second booth, looked around, and didn't even ask for anyone. I left shortly thereafter. Rejection. Okay, I eventually learned to prospect. I had to do it when I started my own company. It wasn't easy for me, but I learned. So can you. When I did get some success, I pitched and hoped. Geez, I still remember pitching to the senior vice president, SVP, of worldwide purchasing at B.F. Goodrich with more than 100 slides, all about us. I had screenshots of our software as slides. Cringe. This is not a book on how to be a great SDR, salesperson, or how to implement a prospecting system. It's about you, the individual contributor and manager, on how to get results, both strategically and tactically. As a manager, I was all about execution. Planning is great, but if I can do something, be 80% successful, fix the 20% and be 80-20 on that, that's 96% successful. Where I come from, 96 to 100% was an A+. I'll take it and let someone else worry about the 4% I didn't get. Outbounding is not going to tell you what technology tools you need to use and buy. By the time this book gets to you, the technology roadmap will have changed, and companies we thought were winners will have withered. Go figure. What this book will show you is what works and what doesn't through my lens. Do research on this topic like I have done, and wow, there are a lot of people's opinions. However, with my market research background and the analytical way I think, trends do start to emerge. I like trends. They take time to change, and you can actually see them morph. So really what you see are emerging best practices. As always, I try to toolize some of the tactics so you can use them a piece at a time, rather than eat the whole elephant at once. ProactiveOutbounding.com has some tools and templates you can use for free. Make sure you put your own voice on the templates. If you just copy and paste, it will not come across sincere, and then you'll blame me when the tools don't work. They work. My customers scream that they do. Use the tools. Be genuine. Use your own words. Finally, it's about one shoe at a time. Get out of bed and try one thing. Keep doing it, and pretty soon it will be a habit. That's how you start. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Napoleon Hill. The problem. In good economic times, customers are open to buying. They need to buy to fuel growth. Social media and marketing lead generation efforts have been doing a great job driving leads to companies' sales teams. The need for growth, coupled with advanced marketing, lead generation technology, has created the perfect storm. The concept of inbound marketing wasn't born until 2005, after the phrase was coined by HubSpot's co-founder and CEO, Brian Halligan. It began to show up in tiny blips and bleeps on the internet in 2007. But it wasn't until 2012 that it really started to grow. The inbound sales efforts, follow-up on inbound leads, have now become 40 to 100.